Hi there. In this video we'll be taking a look at this Sofirn SK31. This should be an awesome flashlight. I've checked out just before the SK30. It's great, and this I think it's even more powerful. Probably a bit bigger, but we'll see about that. If you want to learn more, right here the QR code. Yes, the package got a bit banged up during shipping, but I don't think there's absolutely any issue. The weight of it, 290 grams, is more than the SK30. Dimensions, yes, I think they are bigger. Okay, and let's see. Okay, and in here 6,800 lumens, so it has more than twice the lumens of the 30. 395 meter beam, a bit longer throw also, 600-hour runtime on eco mode, I presume, and instant tactical mode. And yes, they will be compared at the end of the video, one to the other, but both of them get separate full videos, obviously. So let's get into the box. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, we have a pull tab. It's gonna get everything out. I think I got it the other way around, for sure I did, because why wouldn't I? Ooh, this feels more rugged, more significant. I don't know how to properly say that. So it has this right here, but where's the charging port? Shows us, okay. I knew it, that something has to be with this. You wouldn't make something this grippy unless you need to rotate it. So the charging port is hidden, and there's a rubber seal right in there to make sure that it is waterproof. And it has a mount. Is that? Oh no, it's a LED. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was sure that's a thread in there, and it has a mount, a tripod mount. No, it's the LED. I think it should be the LED. Here it shows us the orientation for the battery, and it has in here. What does it have in here? Wow. Ooh. It has a lock function. This other one I didn't see it have any sort of lock function, but this one has it. Probably it's so strong that there's actually a danger for igniting stuff if it turns on by mistake. Nice. I really like this lock function. Okay, this only has one button. The other one has two buttons, so a bit different. Size, not huge difference, but this is heavier, although but not by much. So I think this had the weight listed without the battery inside, and this has it with the battery. That would make sense. It's just heavier with what you would expect because of the difference in size, not more than that. And obviously before testing it outside I will fully charge it. But for the moment I think, knowing from the other one, I might need to disassemble to remove. You can see also a seal in there, and to remove, yep, the battery protection. Let's take a look at the battery. Again, 21700, 5000 milliamp hour as the other one. It's a lithium battery, obviously, lithium ion. Nice in there, contact. Again, this will show you the direction to put on the battery in case you forget it and you don't want to get it wrong. Keep this area where the seal touches, keep it clean, so you have a good seal always. Be careful about this to start the thread up in a proper orientation. You don't want to somehow cross thread it. You can feel the seal biting in, Actually no, let me, now I think I can turn it on. Oh, but we are in lock mode. No, we were in unlock mode, but I didn't fully press it. Now we are in low power mode. Ah, I just tap on it. Whoa, this is bright. Oh, and it even got brighter than that. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Nice. And from the same button you change power levels. Oh, this is freaking bright. Okay, and again, if it's locked, you can do whatever you want. It's not going to do anything. Does it have a memory? So now it's low power. Let's keep it in here. And I'm going to shut it off. Yep, it has a memory. So it knows your last mode. The LED flickering green, so it's between 50 and 75%. I will check the manual, that should give us more info. This charging cable, but obviously any phone charger should work, Type-C obviously. This I will be installing on it. Watch out for something. You have backup seals in here and they are in the same bag with this, so do not lose those. Keep them at hand if you ever need to replace them, to make sure that this is still 100% watertight. Yes, it's not for diving, but we will see the specs in a moment. Okay, any moment now. And now it even has this to lock it better onto your hand. You can tighten it. It's not going to go anywhere. And then get it out. Quite cool. And obviously we also have this nice system in here. Velcro plus this, so you are not going to be losing it. You can put it on your belt, then just close it up. You don't have to run all the belt through it. This you can attach it to something. It is plastic, I think, but as you can see, it's fairly thick plastic, so no issues whatsoever. This again, Velcro, nicely padded, quite thick padding, so that's really good to protect it. Okay, nice. Thank you. Let's also take a look at the manual itself, but I think we got it right. So having just read the manual from this one, basically we kind of know what to do with the other one also. And I think also they have the same type of manual, so in this area we will have our English. Let's see. Holster, this is the term I couldn't find, holster. So 6,800 lumens for 30 seconds, and then because of heat it will go down to 1,150, which is still a lot, for 2 hours, obviously from 100% charge. And in high mode, 2,400 for 3 minutes, that's more. 1,150 for 1 hour and 30 minutes, and then 710 for 40 minutes. So this has long run time. In medium, different values. Low, 10 hours and 30 minutes, and this is also quite decent, 350 lumens. And 50 lumens eco mode, which is quite a bit, 66 hours. And moonlight mode, 1 lumen, and believe me, you can use it as a night light, or if you need to navigate an area, you can even use moonlight mode. I've done it, I've tried. 500 hours. So that's huge. And in strobe mode, it's full power, 1800 lumens without a timer, because probably it lasts a lot. 3906 candela, IPX8, and it can survive a 1.5 meter drop. Time to fully charge, about 3 hours, 50 watts at max. Battery capacity 5000 milliamp hours, and in here it has a high power LED, a single one. Let's turn it off so we can look into it. Spoof. Nice. And also it has a coating. The other SK30, that one also has a coating on the glass. I couldn't say I know exactly what it helps with, but I'm sure it helps with something otherwise they wouldn't have put it. The lanyard that we just put in, and also has this clip right here, which is quite sturdy, and also it can rotate on the flashlight itself if needed. Access to charging port, sorry about that. And the light, what it means, as I said, flashing green between 50 and 75. And how to change the modes, how to lock unlock. Tactical mode, solid blue. Okay. So I think it has tactical mode where you can simply just hold it, not fully press it, just hold it and it will actually turn on. That's interesting. And yeah, okay, tactical mode, solid blue, press hard, and you can switch between them. Nice. So depending on which mode you are on, outdoor or tactical, you have various scenarios, how to switch between modes. I think I actually showed you this one right here, and this is how I'm going to keep it. In outdoor mode, this is best for what I'm doing. I will not switch to tactical mode. And then, and yes, that's about it. I'm going to go charge it now because I want to test it fully charged and see how far away it shines. Just wanted to mention. So it seems it also has an SOS and a beacon mode in tactical mode, which is nice. And obviously the strobe that I already mentioned. And both of them are charging. And it's night, and I'm outside with the SK31. This is moonlight mode. This is fully usable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the strongest power setting. It doesn't have a really defined spot, and it has a huge flood. And it's absolutely incredibly bright. Wow, that's freaking nice. Really, really good flashlight. Let's go again to minimum. This is the absolute minimum level, and as you can see, still fairly usable. Nice, really nice. And the other levels, wow, that's max. And minimum once again. To compare the two, the SK30, I would say, has a stronger spot, and the SK31 has a stronger flood. So just from spot point of view, this is 30 on that tree, and this is 31. So you can see 30 has a more defined spot, 31 has a stronger flood, bigger spot obviously. Okay, interesting. And I think the SK30 now timed out, and it's not in turbo anymore, because it's clearly heating up, being a bit smaller. Indoors, SK30, SK31 at the left. So as you can see, SK30 much more pronounced spot in the middle and weaker around. This has a bigger spot and stronger all around. You can see here the difference. So in terms of strength of the spot and definition of the spot, this is more defined and a bit stronger. This is less defined and has more of a floodlight to it. But both of them are really freaking strong. So it just depends on what you need more. This one will go for longer without overheating. Oh, actually, what did it do? Did it just turn on? Oh no, this one got weaker because it timed out. And it gave the impression that this one got stronger, but no, this one got actually weaker from timing out. But yeah, again, both of them are really strong flashlights and really nice. You can see the dimming because of heat slowly, so getting out of turbo mode for both of them. And for the final comparison between them, it's really close, and it depends more or less on what your priorities are. So SK30, as you can see, a bit more compact overall, but it heats up a bit faster because less thermal mass to it. This has a bit more flood power, but in terms of just the central spot, for me this seems a bit more powerful. But again, overall this is the most powerful for the whole illuminated area. Difference in the way they expose the charging port, difference in here. One of them has the lock function at that button right there, another one has this separate button right here, but overall just a tiny bit different design and different priorities. For you it's again just a matter of what fits you best, and this obviously a tiny bit heavier because more material in it, makes sense. Yeah, as you can see also the LED chip itself is different in both of them. So that's about it. Thank you again Sofirn for sending this in, really nice both of them. So either one you would get, you are getting a great flashlight. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.